Well, that was absolute shite, wasn't it? Welcome to the Brighton versus Manchester United live review. Yeah, I'm doing this live. It's going to be more of a rant, to be fair. But if you do want to leave your thoughts, please do leave them in the live chat. It's a day after the night before. And I mean, if you're a Man United fan, you've been on social media after the game, and even today, you'll see the magnitude of United fans giving their opinions, being really harsh on the players and on Jose Mourinho. And to be honest, I think they deserve it. And for me, I'm going to give my thoughts in this stream about it. I could not believe what I was watching. I really couldn't. It was probably the worst performance of the season for me. If you wanted to see my live reaction to the game, then please do. It's up on the channel now. Welcome, Asian Gamer. Welcome to the stream, mate. How you doing? Already Jose out. I'm going to explain why I'm not Jose out, but you know, it's getting very frustrating. You know, the players out there really didn't show any passion. They showed no heart. They showed no desire to win that football match. And I don't care what Ashley Young says, you know, saying, oh yeah, we wanted to win it and everything, because it didn't look like it. You know, if you wanted to win it, play like it. Don't say after the game, we wanted to win it. Actually play like it. Welcome, Ryan. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? But yeah, I just could not believe what I was watching. As I said, if you had no idea about the Premier League, you would not have been able to tell which team was the better team. You would not have been able to tell. Brighton absolutely deserved their victory, and fair play to them. 40 points. You know, they've secured survival in the Premier League for another season. But I mean, we gifted it to them on a plate. We did not show up. We did not. I mean, we may as well have not gone. We may as well have taken a 3-0 loss and forfeited the match. Because there was no point. What a waste of time it was as well for the travelling fans. The best travelling fans in the country. Maybe even in the world. And you turn out a performance like that. Absolutely shocking. Really was shocking. For me, though, I think the players let Jose Mourinho down, in all honesty. I think that, you know, a lot of people are saying that Jose Mourinho is at fault. For me, I don't think he really is totally at fault. I think the players really let him down. We started Rashford and Martial together, and everyone was so excited about that. All the Martial FC dickheads who blow smoke up his arse. I don't know why I'm laughing at. You know, blow smoke up Martial's arse. He didn't do that much, did he? I think he does have a future. He's a very promising young player. But he didn't do much at all in that game. You've got to say. You've got to say. Ryan says we were awful. I'm so sick of so many bad performances. Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, let's just run through it, shall we? We lost to every single promoted team for the first time in 30 years. Newcastle, Brighton and Huddersfield. Also, dropping points against Southampton at home, West Brom at home, Leicester away, Burnley at home. These games we have to be winning. We have to be. If we want to be challenging for that Premier League, we have to be winning those games. There's no excuse for it. Absolutely no excuse for it. But yeah, I just could not believe what I was watching, to be honest. And as I said, I thought Jose Mourinho, the squad selection, the one player I thought was an absolute disgrace that he got into the team was Marouane Fellaini. After all the controversy surrounding him, after everything that had happened around him, you know, I don't mind him being up front as a last 10-minute option. But when you start him in the middle of midfield, instead of Ander Herrera, who frankly has been our best player in the last few games, I just don't understand it. And if Jose Mourinho himself, he said that he thinks second place is really important, then why aren't we playing our best players in these games? Why are we swapping out Herrera for Fellaini when Herrera is just clearly much better than him? I don't understand it. Ryan says, I think Jose is doing his best, but the players' mentality to some games is awful. Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of, you know, Man United fans will be quite reactionary and will blame Jose Mourinho straight away for it. I mean, I saw a few tweets saying Jose Mourinho needs to take responsibility. And I don't agree. I really don't agree. I think Jose Mourinho, the team he set out yesterday, was plenty good enough to win the game. You know, Lukaku and Sanchez were forced changes because they were both injured. Herrera, I don't know why he was on the bench. And I thought Jose Mourinho set those players up, and it sounded like by the comments he made after the game that those players knew what they had to do. They knew what would happen in the situation that they got themselves into at half-time. But For me, the players let themselves down. And they let the club down, they let the fans down, they let everyone down. It's up to them to perform. Jose Mourinho can set up whatever team he wants, but it's up to the players to go out there and perform. And they didn't do that. You know, our passing was absolutely atrocious. I mean, I can't remember a single, you know, pass which cut the defence open. Not one. Not one pass. You know, first half, absolutely shocking. Pogba couldn't pass the ball to save his life. Fellaini was shocking. Martial didn't have a great game. Neither did Rashford. Mata, where was he? You know, these players, nothing from them yesterday. Really, it was shocking. Welcome, Liam, by the way. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. Yeah, Ryan, I agree. No one could pass the ball. Ryan also says Fellaini can never start. He's only good for the last 10 minutes when we swing the ball onto his head. Exactly that, Ryan. Exactly that. If he is starting in a midfield three for Manchester United and we're trying to win the Premier League, no way. Absolutely no way. I do think we need to sign another midfielder. There's talks of Fabinho possibly. But we need to sign another a midfielder who, you know, can do a similar job to someone like Herrera, or can just create something, because in these times of games where the smaller teams, they're going to be very, very solid, very kind of set up well to defend. You know, we need someone who'll be able to break them down, and, you know, we can't just rely on Pogba to create everything. Yes, you know, £90 million, he should be able to do that, but in reality, it's not going to happen every game. So, I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do, but I just could not believe what I was watching. The lack of quality was frightening. It really was frightening in that game. We showed nothing. And Brighton deserved to win. Obviously, Rojo nearly cleared off the line. And, you know, I thought the defenders in general didn't have too bad of a game. I think it was just our attack. We didn't create a single chance, really. You know, we had a few pot shots from distance, but apart from that, we did not make the keeper make any notable saves. Maybe once. But that's it. And that is embarrassing for a club the size of Manchester United to go to a newly promoted club in Brighton and not create that much. Shocking. Absolutely dreadful. Ryan says Fellaini can't play football. He can't pass, jump or make an impact. All he can do is throw an elbow. That's the thing. He's not a technically gifted player. And we've already got, you know, players in our team who aren't technically gifted but do a job, like Nemanja Matic, like Ander Herrera. These players, we've already got that type of player. We don't need Fellaini in that midfield. If we're going to use Fellaini, put him up front and whip balls into him. Because as we've seen over this season and previous seasons, defenders find it really hard to deal with Marouane Fellaini's aerial presence. And it was quite ironic, really, because we took off Fellaini, but actually in that last 10-15 minutes, we could have used him. Couldn't believe it. I mean, as I said, you know, usually I would give United a man of the match. I couldn't. I really couldn't give a man of the match from that game, from a United perspective. Probably have to give it to David De Gea just because he was the least shit. I mean, some people saying he probably could have done better for the goal, to be fair. Probably could have tipped it over the bar rather than kind of flicking it back into the path of Gross. But yeah, I don't know, guys. I really don't know. Obviously, we've got the game against West Ham on Thursday, and we need to get this out of our system, because that was absolutely shocking. And the thing is, we look absolutely toothless without Lukaku. And everyone's saying, oh, you know, Lukaku's, you know, not even doing that well this season. He's you know, he's slow. He misses big opportunities. I'm sorry with you. I'm sorry, but I think Lukaku's been one of our best players this season. And, you know, we look utterly toothless without him. We look utterly toothless. I mean, Rashford up front, he looked lost. He looked absolutely lost. And probably a part of that is to do with the fact that our style of play is, you know, kind of guided towards having a kind of strong, fast, central focal point up front. And Rashford definitely is not that yet. So, maybe that's it. But I don't know what happened. You would have thought, you know, a bit more pace against the Brighton back four. Maybe playing Martial, Rashford up front as a front two. Really terrorise that back four. It didn't happen. It did not happen at all. And it was very disappointing. If you want to go see my live reaction to that game as well, it is on the channel right now. It's my reaction to the events as they happened. And if you want to see my absolute rage at the end, then, you know, go check that out. But yeah, I mean, I don't know where to... I really don't know where to start with this. We need to bounce back. We really do. You know, if we win our next game, then second place is definitely secured. But it's just annoying. It really is annoying that we just took our foot off the gas. And, you know, I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe what I was watching yesterday. And, yeah, I don't know what else to say, guys. I really don't know what else to say. I'm going to end it here. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. What did you think of that absolutely abysmal performance? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section. Also, leave a like if you haven't already as well. Liam says ideal centre-back and left-back in the summer. I mean, yeah, to be fair, Liam, you have identified the positions where I think we do need to strengthen. I would like to see possibly Raphael Varane at centre-back. Obviously, it's a very long distance, as in a long shot. So it's a long shot to see Raphael Varane come to United. But I think that for me, he would be the ideal centre-back for us. And left-back, obviously, a lot of talk about Alexandro. You know, the Benfica left-back as well. So, you know, I'll have to wait and see. I don't know. I really don't know. But I think those are the positions we need to strengthen. Definitely left back, because Ashley Young, I'm sorry, but his positioning, we've seen it throughout the season, his positioning, even though he has played quite well in some games, his positioning is horrible. Absolutely horrible. And, you know what I mean, apparently, I've been told that in the kind of heat map of the game, Ashley Young's average position was centre midfield. And he's a left back. What on earth is he going into centre midfield for? We just open ourselves up down that left-hand side. Couldn't believe it, but yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end it here. Appreciate all your support on the videos and that. Yeah, we move on to West Ham on Thursday night. Another midweek game. We seem to be doing so well in midweek games this season. Goodness me. Anyway, guys, appreciate your support. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. We need to bounce back. That was absolutely shocking. Hopefully we do. And I'll come back to you later in the week for another video. See you later, guys, and don't let that loss bring you down too much. You know, it's football in the end of the day. Don't let it bring you down too much. And yeah, thanks for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I'll see you guys in a bit.